Well, anytime you spend $1 and make 3 to 4 in return, you're happy. I'm happy.
In the next couple of minutes, I want to show you how Chris Diaz was able to generate $200,000 in actual commissions to his bank account directly off of our Good Vibe Squad system without ever relying on realtor partners for his business. Now, Chris is a loan officer out in California. Before we started working together 2 years ago, Chris has tried a lot of marketing programs out there. In fact, he has invested a lot of money in a very popular mortgage marketing course that taught him how to run Facebook ads and generate his own Facebook leads. That program also gave him an automated CRM to follow up leads and book appointments. Now with that course, he actually got what was promised to him. He was able to successfully generate a ton of cheap leads costing $1 to $2 per lead and putting them into an automation. And through the automations, he was able to connect with them and actually talk to them. That's great, right? The problem though is the lead quality was very low. He was actually wasting more time because the automation was working how it was intended to be, and he was talking to a lot of leads that really couldn't afford to buy a house. They either had poor credit, terrible debt to income ratio, not really making enough money, or had no down payment. Even the ones that are actually qualified, they're not really looking to buy a home until after a year. Now, the difference with Chris's experience working with us here at Good Vibe Squad is, first of all, everything is done for you. This isn't a course where you have to learn how to set up your Facebook ads, setting up your funnels, setting up your website, setting up your CRM, and even learning any of those things. So let's talk about how do you actually generate qualified leads. The difference is we have a proprietary AAA formula that we've developed here at Good Vibe Squad. This stands for attraction, automation, and amplification. So one of the most fundamental stages is the attraction stage. This really breaks down to your targeting, utilizing aggregated data, and being able to position yourself with the right messaging and your hook. With the right combination of these strategies, you'll not only be able to attract qualified buyers, but you'll be able to attract your ideal clients. The biggest mistakes that we've seen when people start running Facebook ads is either two extremes. They either go for the really cheap leads that are not really qualified, or they go after the unicorn leads. Unicorn leads are those leads that everyone wants. People that have 700 FICO score, looking to buy $1 million home, they already have 20% down payment, and they give you 3 referrals right off the bat. Now, if you look at the psychographic of that client, right, do you really think someone that can afford to buy $1 million property is going to click on a Facebook ad? Most probably not. You'll probably be able to get a couple of unicorn leads, but they're going to be very few. So what we do rather is we want to target that middle ground, which is a sweet spot when you're doing any sort of Facebook marketing or disruptive marketing. We want to go after massive volume so you can have a never-ending supply of qualified buyers, but also not wasting your time with people who aren't really qualified. So who do we actually go after? We really only want to target professionals, veterans, or service members. Reason being is, first of all, they're active in Facebook. We know that they're employed, they have a W-2. We know that they're going to have more likely better credit. They have access to funds and savings, so they're more likely going to have a down payment. And on top of that, we want to make sure that these criteria are checked. They need to be exclusive leads so that you're not competing against other lenders. You also need to get to them before they even talk to a realtor. And even more powerful is we use our intent-based formula so that these leads are committed, meaning they've taken time out of their day to complete a 15 to 20 question survey, and they've watched pre-framed videos, kind of the same video that you're watching right now, for us to be able to educate them, build trust, build rapport, and really build their relationship before they even schedule an appointment with you. Now, if you think about what I'm doing right now, I've already demonstrated that we know what we're doing. We have clients that I've shown you their NMLS numbers, they're having massive results, and I'm really educating you and I'm bringing value to you before I even ask for anything. And quite frankly, I'm not even gonna ask anything at this point, because right now, what I really want is I wanna earn your trust. And so this is the same exact thing that you need to be doing to your prospects and clients, because they click on an ad, they don't really know who you are, right? And so we need to be able to pre-frame them before they even talk to you. And the beauty of working with us here at Good Vibe Squad is we do everything for you. So let's move on to phase 2 of the AAA formula, automation. So again, it's still going to be a numbers game. So for you to realistically get qualified buyers in a systematic manner, you need to have systems in place and automation to be able to filter the leads and be able to connect with them and have them adjust to your calendar schedule instead of the other way around. Now, when Chris invested on the other mortgage marketing course, they also provided him with an automated CRM. The problem though is, first of all, it was very hard to set up. It literally took him about a month to fully set up everything, and it was very limited. They had a lot of automations, however, it really only automated a part to get the leads to respond or book an appointment. So mainly the automation was there to get the leads to talk to you, but then it stops there. It doesn't really follow the full customer journey. The difference with working with us here at Good Vibe Squad is we have automations for every single step of the process. From new leads to booked appointment, to reschedules, to no-show, starting the 10 or 3, requesting the necessary documents, and getting them pre-qualified and pre-approved, to in-contract, disclosures, in-processing, underwriting, conditional approval, clear to close, docs out, long-term nurture, and all the way down to a fully funded deal. And it doesn't even stop there. We have complete systems and automations to make sure that you get continued referrals from that same client and more refinance opportunities down the line from that same deal. And more importantly, build a brand so that you can get recurring revenue from every deal that you fund. But wait, there's actually more. This is just the first 2 stages of our proprietary AAA formula. And honestly, just from these 2 stages alone, our clients are already funding millions of dollars of funded deals every single month. Now, imagine adding in the amplification stage. This stage is really like adding jet fuel to a turbocharged engine. This stage really breaks down to systematically getting realtor partners, not just the ones that send you business, but the ones that you actually want to work with. The idea is, instead of trying to go after 15, 20, 30 different realtors that maybe try to give you business here and there, you just want to focus on 10 solid realtor partners who you actually want to work with, that the both of you can grow together and you can expect consistent business coming their way. And being able to hire, train, and grow your team, and be able to grow your personal brand so that you can get to a point where now you could guarantee a consistent inflow of referrals. And get this, we have systems and automations that actually get you business from your realtor partners so that you can truly explode your business. And the best part, with Good Vibe Squad doing all of the marketing, Chris has been able to just focus on originating business, growing his team, and spending more time with his family doing the things that he loves. So watch as Chris shares his story. So we've worked together for more than a year now. For the whole of 2019, first 12 months, can you talk about like how many deals have you actually funded, and like, you know, loan volume, like what does that look like for you?
So basically in 2019, it was kind of like me starting off and just me doing it for like at least the first 7 or 8 months. Okay. And so in that, I closed, I think 15 deals, 12, no, I'm sorry, 12, about 12 deals. And then I brought another loan officer in around November to start taking phone calls and getting him trained and all that. By the end of the year, we closed 30 deals. So, you know, by the end of the year, like even in the middle of it, while I was kind of going through the learning process and everything like that, I was more than making my investment back, and I was excited about that. It's really just finding those right leads and converting those ones, where, you know, now it's, you know, we're closing several, you know, transactions a month where I don't have, you know, what I'm spending is far less than what I'm making. To date, since January of 2019, I've spent over 70 grand. Return, I've made over 200,000. I've made at least $210,000 in that course of time. So to me, it's like, would I do it again? Absolutely. Absolutely.
You've worked with a lot of marketing companies before. What are some things that you've really seen that is different with working with us here at Good Vibe Squad?
The biggest difference that I see is that we're getting people before they've talked to anybody. I mean, you can't have a better, you know, captive audience than somebody that you're counseling through such an important part, you know, of their lives. And so we get them before they've talked to anybody. So that's one major difference with Good Vibe Squad. Secondly, it's anytime I have a question, I shoot McBilly an email. It's like, hey, you know, let's schedule a time. Let's have a conversation. You know, so you know, just there's always an accessibility there. And when you're trying to build a business and you're trying to get more loans, and the last thing that you want to do is feel like you're off course a little bit and not have anybody to kind of like to circle back with and set you back, you know, on course with your marketing. You know, you have to endure the bumps and bruises of spending some money, you know, trying to get your pitch down. You're going to waste money trying to get your pitch down. Fortunately, with Good Vibe Squad, you've got training videos. And when I was doing it at the start, before Good Vibe Squad and McBilly, you know, really started, like, you know, or like when, you know, before we had the training videos, I had to try and develop this pitch on my own. And it's like, I'm trying to reinvent the wheel, or, you know, invent the wheel, I should say. Now you don't have to. So anytime I want to scale now, I can access the videos that Good Vibe Squad has, and I can, you know, set people up and say, hey, watch these first, and then let's go to the phones. And so you don't have to do all the stupid steps that I had to do and burn through that money. So anybody starting up with you now is, you know, their return is going to be far greater than mine.
For the other people that might be watching this video, right? They don't know who we are, or maybe they've been burned before, but they want to find a system similar as this and have the same success as you have. What would you tell them, Chris?
I don't know what their experience is. I know that I have gotten, I paid for leads before and I wasn't happy with the results. Okay. And so, you know, I was promised a certain thing and I got that certain thing, but no other marketing company that I've ever dealt with puts the control in my hands like Good Vibe Squad, McBilly, what you've done for me. And now I have these leads in front of me. I have a CRM to manage them. I've got so much efficiency, so much training. It's kind of like one of those things where, okay, you found something that works. Why do you go anywhere else? I don't need to go anywhere else. And I would implore somebody who is out there looking, like, I had to struggle to figure out how do I get a leg up on my competitors and how do I get in front of people first. I found that source and I'm more than happy to let them know, you know, McBilly, you're the reason behind it. You know, Good Vibe Squad is the reason behind it.